What's up everybody, Steve here. The Florida homeowners insurance market is about to take a dump, and I think it's going to have devastating effects on the real estate market here in Florida. Now, we did another video on the rising cost of homeowners insurance in the state of Florida several months back, and now fast forward to today and it's all coming to fruition. So these companies, and it's not limited to these companies, have stopped underwriting new policies in the state of Florida, some of which still write policies, but they have basically certain prerequisites, like they're not going to insure a house that has a roof 10 years or older. As follows: United Property and Casualty, Florida Farm Bureau, Type Tap Insurance, Progressive, People's Trust Insurance, Lighthouse Property Insurance, and St. John's. Now let's talk about the bombshell that was dropped. Essentially, the company just went into receivership, claiming insolvency. Now, if you don't know what insolvency is, it's essentially that a company cannot pay for its debts. Now, I'm going to leave this article in the description below, but it goes on to say, in another blow to the state's troubled insurance market, a Leon County Circuit Judge Friday appointed the Florida Department of Financial Services as a receiver for a property insurance company that records describe as insolvent. The department will liquidate the Orlando-based St. John's Insurance Company. The department's website said it was seeking court approval for a transition plan that would move policies to Slide Insurance Company effective Tuesday. Now, a couple things. You might be asking, why in the hell are Florida insurance companies in so much trouble? For one thing, it's the broken court system. As an example, there are attorneys who essentially got into bed with roofing companies, combined forces, and essentially those attorneys have been suing the insurance companies to get people free roofs. Now, this has exploded the cost of insurances across the board, and it's affecting many people right now who are not being renewed, or they're essentially just being kicked off of their existing policies. Some of these other insurance companies are claiming hurricane losses. We haven't really had any devastating hurricanes in Florida for a while. They're talking about higher losses, adjustments, and reimbursement costs. But I think the big thing is fraud and frivolous lawsuits. I think that this will have a devastating effect on the real estate market in the state of Florida, because people just are not going to be able to afford the higher costs of insurances, and we are feeling that right now. There are people calling our offices asking for us to run market analysis on what their properties are worth, because their insurances went up $100, $200, $300 more per month, and they simply just cannot hold on, especially with other factors including the cost of fuel and inflation. Now, I also predict that the word insolvency, you guys are going to start seeing that more and more, and again, that's the inability to service its debts. And a lot of these companies, they're actually called zombie corporations, where they're not just unable to service their debts, but they're taking debt to actually pay other debts. And now when the Fed does increase rates, which they anticipate on doing mid-March this year, I believe that we're going to see a lot more of these companies go insolvent and surface to the top. And as mentioned, if you've not seen that video, I'm going to put a link for that video down below for you guys so you can watch that, where I interviewed a Florida expert on what's going on in the insurance market in the state of Florida. As always, I appreciate every subscriber on this channel. Thanks a lot for being here.